Hey Funky friends, this is Amy, aka Funky Mama 0703, trying something a little different this time around. We have kind of a what I like to call coffee talk, I guess. Um, it's where I can spread my sage-like wisdom to the people who like to watch what I'm doing if they're watching. Um, I found a meme on Facebook a couple days ago that really struck me. It was a really good question. So I thought I'd give it a try here and see what you all thought. This group here, this idea here is going to be like doing memes that I find on Facebook or like Reddit advice questions, that type thing. Just to kind of open things up and get like a conversation, a dialogue going. So this time around on my Kindle, I have the meme that I found on Facebook that really hit me. It's, would you do a good deed even if you got no acknowledgement? Why or why not? Good question. For me, one thing I had learned was in the Bible itself, they had said, now this is my religious learning. The Bible tells you to do things without expecting anything in return or without expecting acknowledgement or something like that. The whole idea of paying it forward. That you do a good deed for someone else and then they do a good deed for another person along the line. To me, that just is the way to do it. I don't know if that's grasping onto my hippie vibe or what's going on, but I have had this idea of this thought for many, many years. You do a good deed, you don't do it for somebody to say, or for the pat on the back saying, hey, you did a great job, wonderful, wonderful, you're fabulous, you do your job well. You do it because that's what you're supposed to be doing. And good deeds are, again, the hippie vibe. It even works in my Christian belief too, that you chalk up these good deeds that are good for your soul, for your spirit. And it's not really that you're doing it to get the accolades here on earth. You're trying to get accolades above, wherever your belief is that we end up. So you're after the accolades for further on, for making yourself feel better, but also thinking you're doing good for the world. And whether you get the pat on the back on this earth, it should just be enough to make your heart feel good. And that's the whole thing for me. I just firmly believe that we are here, like I've said 1,000 times before, we are here to help each other out, to do good for each other. And if we avoid doing the good because we don't think we're going to get the praise for it or get a pat on the back, then we're not doing any good anyways. I know a lot of, and I'm not gonna force it onto one particular religion. I'm just gonna say I know a lot of people who claim to be very good in, or very deep in Christ, the faith, that they do these good deeds, but you often wonder what their reasoning is, if they're doing it for the accolades, for someone saying, hey, you did a great job. Oh my gosh, what a great Christian you are because you've done this. And I'm not knocking any faith, I'm not knocking any belief there. It's just, we do things, you have to make sure you're doing what you're doing for the right reason. I think even from what I've read, even in the Christian faith, doing the good deed for the accolades is wrong. It's not what is intended. And I think for me, the idea is I want my heart to stand out, to be the one that works, to be the one that people see. I want them to see my heart, not, I don't want the pat on the back. Kind of in a place like that at work, we have something where they're doing for us is if we give excellent service with our customers, and our management sees it, our superiors, not like the floor managers, but our people have to see it, and you get this really different, cute little t-shirt. For the longest time, I think since they announced it, it kind of ticked me off because I sit there thinking, I don't do good stuff at work to try to get these praises or get anything from it. So when they came up with this saying, well, you give, if your managers see you giving excellent customer service, you get this t-shirt, and it's just a red t-shirt with our logo on the left side that has our store number. Very cute t-shirt, but I'm sorry, to me it's like, okay, whatever. But I guess for the longest time it kind of ticked me off that I already give excellent guest service. Everybody's always told me I've been one of the best at my job, or at least I do really well. And then I felt it meant that I had to bend over backwards to do better because they're never seeing me. I don't do things for the accolades. I don't do for the t-shirt in this case. I don't like the idea that now you walk in not wearing that t-shirt, and at least this is my view, is that then people who you work with then can sit there and say, you're not good at your job because you didn't get that t-shirt for giving good service. And that's a load of hogwash. I actually like the idea that we can wear our own, as long as we stay in their realm, we can wear our own clothing. We don't need the t-shirts or need that uniform up for the job. So I like the idea that I can basically stress whatever I want to stress. So it took me a ways, and it wasn't until just last night with my coworker Dawn, by the way, thank you, sweetheart, for getting me out of the funk. It really hit me hard yesterday with this whole thing about trying to get the accolade and getting the acknowledgement for it. The whole t-shirt at work thing just really hit me. And I was not in a good mood for my whole shift. And I don't think my guests saw it, but no coworkers did. But I think the t-shirt thing really put a lot of extra stress on me, which was undue. Because I know I do a good job with what I do. I know that when I have guests that come up to me, and they may never tell my work bosses that. In fact, they have told the bosses that in the past, but that doesn't matter now. But I've had guests come up and tell me, oh yeah, we come here. We won't come up to the service desk unless we know you're here because we want to get good service, or we like you the best. We always look for you at the register. We always look for you at the service desk, whatever. They always are looking for me. I have so many guests that come in just to talk to me, not even to really shop. I have a good rapport with the people that I see on a regular basis at work, customers. So I'm not at all even concerned about this sweater or t-shirt anymore. But I really was. And it was talking to my coworker Dawn that helped me get out of it, talking to Vicki, another coworker that helped me get out of a funk that just kind of hit me because of it. Because I know I'm doing my job. Just because I don't have that darn t-shirt doesn't mean I'm not doing my job well. And I think we are in a world where people want those accolades. People want the pat on the back. People, I think my generation was one of the first that needed to have the, you're doing a good job, don't worry. And it blows my mind because I was never raised like that. I mean, would I like to get people to say, oh yeah, you're doing good? Of course I do. Everybody does. But I don't know that I really need it. And never really got it before when I was younger. And as I was working in other careers, never got it. So to be in a place where, I get it quite a bit through my interactions with my coworkers, through the interactions with my bosses, through the interactions with my customers, I feel like I, have started kind of needing that, and I don't like it. The fact that the way I was feeling over this stupid t-shirt really has gotten me too. It's like, no, let's get back to the real of it, to do good things for my customers because it's the right thing to do, because my company has given me has empowered me to be able to do what was right for our customers, to make sure that they leave happy. They give me a lot of free reign just to do this. And I do. I avail myself of everything I can to make sure our guests leave happy and that I give them the best service I can. Whether my management is seeing it, I don't care anymore. Anyways, I have griped enough. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about the darn thing anymore, and I'm going to get out of worrying about trying to get acknowledgement for doing a good deed. I'm just going to do what I got to do to keep my people happy and keep it going. That's all I can say. So guys, thanks for stopping in. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, but I just want to let you know Coffee Talk is going to be something we're going to do on a regular basis. Hopefully I'll be able to do the taping in the morning because that's the only time I have coffee. But maybe you'll see some really funky cups. This one I got from the Dollar Tree a couple years ago. My daughter got it for me for Christmas or birthday or something. But let me know what you think about this issue. Do you think we should be doing things for acknowledgement, or do you think it's just the idea of doing something right? And it should be for you, not for anyone else. The good feelings. Let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, what's up in your mind, any ideas of memes that you want to see me do, any comments, anything like that. Comment, like, subscribe, and we will talk to you all later. Have a good day, guys. Drink your coffee, do it, keep happy, and enjoy your day. Thanks, guys.